how do I give the most appropriate support for the people within my team? That's a good question to be asking if you're the owner of a business, a leader of a business or a team. So performance will be driven by two key things by person, and that's going to be their level of ability to actually do the role that they've been set. So we look at that from a skill point of view. So what level of skill does the person have in order to perform the role that they've got? And then also, what's their level of desire to get on and do the job? So again, we would call that will. So this is the will skill matrix, and it doesn't have help, just almost allow you to assess each person within your team, and you can very quickly say, look, what level of ability do they have? Is it kind of towards this end or that end? And then what level of motivation or desire are they actually showing for the role? Again, are they kind of up here or down there? And depending on where you would plot them, will actually determine how you then choose to support them. So let's take, for example, someone who's got a relatively low level of ability currently and a relatively low level of enthusiasm or desire, if you like, for doing the job currently. Well, the first thing that we need to be doing with these people is actually directing them, giving them some direction. So what do we need to do? Give a very clear brief of the role, give them a vision of what the future performance needs to look like, but then give some real good structure on the tasks that they need to do. So do this, then do that, then do that. Again, allow people to kind of get a sense of achievement through some quick wins. And as they start to build their level of competence, confidence will build. Again, make sure that we're actually giving some frequent feedback, but keep them under close supervision. Because we want to then also get people here who are demonstrating a high level of will for the role, but maybe haven't got the skill set right now. Well, what we need to do here is we need to be guiding these people. That's what they need. They're good eggs, they're good people, they've got a lot of energy and enthusiasm for things, but we need to make sure that we're giving them some guidance. So how do we make sure that we create a risk-free environment, let people try stuff, let people kind of try, fail, and then get up and then try again. We want to continually praise and endorse what they're doing, and making sure that, yes, we will have a relatively quite tight level of supervision for them, but as they start to demonstrate their growth, start to relax the control. And that will start to then give people that feeling of, I can do this, and as my skill develops, more confidence kind of kicks in, and again it becomes this positive virtuous circle. Up here, of course, we've got the people who have got a high level of energy and desire for the role and a good level of ability. Well, at that point, we really need to just delegate. We need to delegate to these people. So give them the freedom to get on and do the job. They're already doing a good job. Let them crack on and do it. Again, set the objective for these people. This is what we're trying to do. Don't necessarily dictate how the thing is done. Let them work it out for themselves with appropriate level of support from you. But again, let them crack on. Maybe even give them some additional responsibility. And get their involvement. When it comes to decision making, collaborate on any decisions that need made. They'll feel really good about that because they're contributing, and they're contributing still further as you ask for future ideas, and give them some stretch. They're there to kind of continually develop and give them more. And then finally, the people who have got a good level of ability or a high level of skill, but maybe are a bit lower down on the will, then what we need to do here is we need to be exciting these people. Now, there might actually be a constraint there that's just sapping people of energy to really get on with the job. So what is that? Get rid of that constraint, that blocker. The other thing to do there is also say, well, tap into some of the motivators. So what is it that person specifically really gets fired up about? How do you tap into that motivator and link that to the role that they're doing? And then, continually praising and endorsing. Now, in fairness, praising and endorsing is something you should do continually. Catch people doing things right, not just the things that they're doing wrong. But there we go. There's a kind of a quick framework to help you determine how you should position yourself so that you can support as best you can the people within your team. So it's called the Will Skill Matrix. If you want any more information about it, a bit more of a further conversation about it, just get in touch. I'd love to help you ensure that you're giving the right kind of environment for everyone in your team so that they grow, they perform, and therefore your business performs. So until we meet, good luck with your team, good luck in business.